Hello, friends. It is Denise from Loving Life at 60ish, and fairyrosecottage.etsy.com is my shop, and that's my elbow. Today is Wednesday, and today we had the burial service for my brother. Saturday, we had the memorial service for my mother. And I am just here right now because I just felt like I need to be. And my sister is here in the house. She'll be here for another month. And she is actually putting together a outdoor rocking chair for me. I'll tell you about that more while I'm working on saving money here. And yeah, I just needed kind of the quiet and calmness of being here, saying hello to all of you, and standing and moving forward as I'm trying to do. It was a very whopping hot, over 90 degrees today at a cemetery where there was absolutely no shade at all. I mean, there is in the cemetery, but not where we were. So it was very warm. My sister and I went out and got something cold to drink, meaning Diet Pepsi for me, and some lunch. Afterwards, we wanted to stay close by just in case my sister-in-law decided that she needed someone to spend time with, because, you know, during the week, a lot of people had to go back to work. But then Cheryl and I came home, and I never nap anymore. I used to nap all the time, guys, but I can't nap. I lay down and my head starts whirring and spinning, and I start thinking about Scott and Mom and Keith, and then I feel worse than I did before I laid down. But for some reason today, after we got home and settled in, I decided I needed to lay down. And that is what I did. I cannot say it was a great idea. I did doze off and on for about an hour and a half. This is only the second time I've done this since Scott passed away. I feel like crud now. Do you understand what I mean? Like, some people take a nap and they feel rejuvenated when they wake up. I believe that I've never felt that way because I take too long of a naps. Guys, I used to be like a 2 and 3 hour napper, right? I mean, if I shut my eyes for 20 minutes, I feel a little bit rejuvenated, I guess, but I can't do that. I just am not able to right now. But I'm glad I laid down. I don't think I could have kept my eyes open much longer. But a lot of that was the heat too. And then just the stress of the week and the emotions and all of that. So, yeah, that's what I did. And so now I am here. I fed the little doggies. I'm going to play some savings games with you, check in on you and see how you're all doing, and just, talk through a bunch of stuff, right? And then, yeah, I am doing the randomizer game. And so what I do is I roll the D12. I got the right dice this time. And I just put the $2 in between each of the envelopes to begin with. And then we go back at the end and color everything in and on here. So you won't see these necessarily until the end. You'll see the dashboards. These are all up in the shop, I think. However, I feel like I need to go back in and check. Some of them are up in the shop and they have the savings challenge and the dashboard / envelope together. Some of you really liked that idea and some of you did not like that idea. So I am going to go and separate them. So if you want to buy them separately, you could. Although, still, I maintain it's a better price to buy them together. Honestly. But, I mean, some people just don't need the dashboard. So, here we go. 5. The nice thing about this, too, is I can talk and do it at the same time. Mini flowers. Right there. 2 is Lilo and Stitch. The one that didn't get any love last time, I think, was the Dumbo one. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Dumbo. So this money, when I'm done, goes... This is the adventure one. Where's the adventure one? Right there. And I still have these to do too. Goes towards renovations and vacation. 9 is beach. Occasionally I have to take from those, and I love Minnie's heart-shaped glasses. And 8 is Tinkerbell. Right there. Because money has been weird right now. Mini heart. Just trying to get used to a whole new budget without Scott's income coming in. 12 is adventure. I did actually run so low in my checking account this month that I got a notification from my bank saying that my balance was incredibly low. I don't know what the words were that they used. Daisy Dance. So I'm kind of back to square one, trying to figure out Daisy's Dance. How much I can save. I did not pull any money for the beginning of this month. There's beach, Tinkerbell, Lady and the Tramp. So I would have hoped that but I mean, on the other, on the flip side of that, remember I did have some renovations that were being worked on, and I had an emergency a few nights ago, a few days ago. Tinkerbell, we stopped having hot water, and I had 4 women here, myself, my sister, her daughter, and her daughter. And we went a couple of days with no hot water, trying to find a plumber. This is Paint the Wall. That's the one that didn't get any love last time. To come out and check things out. That was a act of Congress, I guess, to get someone to come out, and he ended up having to come during after hours, which meant he charged $175 an hour with a minimum of 2 hours pay. So that tells you $350 right there. And then he thought the part we were going to need would be another $50, unless there was something even more drastically wrong. 9. He came out. Here's the beach. And it took him 2 minutes to figure out what was wrong. It was a little, this is Paint the Wall, a little electric nut, which is well, with my water heater, they're red, and you screw them onto 2 wires. One wire's coming from the fuse box and the other is coming from the water heater, and that had fallen off and was on the floor in the water heater closet. I have my suspicions as to how that happened. Mini flowers, because we had that electrician in here a month ago fixing the mistakes that he made, right? For the generators, no, for the heat pumps. And I suspect that he didn't tighten it, or he loosened it for some reason. And yeah. And it eventually fell on the floor. So it took the guy, he was here all of 15 minutes. Very nice young guy. Has a 3-month-old baby at home. You know, I mean, I always ask a lot of questions and stuff. And Lady and the Tramp. And so it ended up that he charged me $260. Mini flowers is $5. Instead of the full $175 times 2, which was very nice of him. But can you imagine? I ended up $260 for about 15 minutes work and maybe 10 minutes travel time on either side. I'm in the wrong profession, you guys. Daisy Dance. So yeah, so I did not plan on $260. And do I have an emergency fund? I sure do. Just to clear that up. Did I want to take that from the emergency fund? Absolutely not. I try very hard not to touch it. So I did not, but it definitely shorted the account. So yeah. So I am back to square one on figuring out this whole budget thing. And I know, you know, it's been 6 months since he's been gone. It's only been 6 months. I have to keep reminding myself of that. It's not been 6 years. I mean, if at 6 years I'm still telling you I haven't got it figured out, we need an intervention. But at 5 months, you know, it's what it is. I'm working hard to try to figure it out. And I firmly believe I will figure it out. Right? So yeah. Paint the wall. I love this. So, folks, my mini deck on the front of my house is done. I'm gonna post a picture in a post. Do you guys ever see my posts? Like I don't post a lot, but I do put post up, and it's a good way for me to put pictures. I'm gonna put a picture up, Daisy Dance, of what the fella did. I don't think I've been on here to tell you. So this contractor of mine has been with us, Mini Hearts, since the deck. So he's built the back deck. This will be the 3rd summer that we've had it. He did the roof. He did the windows. He did the tile floor coming into the house. He did my bathroom, of course. 5 is mini flowers. And then just, you know, a slew of smaller projects. So he just finished the mini deck on my the front of my house. And my kids laugh because it doesn't feel like a mini deck anymore. But boy, I love it. I can sit out there and be almost in my gardens, even though the deck is way up higher than the gardens are. But my gardens are on both sides and in front. And I love the back deck, right? But the view is not great right now. It still has a lot of Scott's treasures in it. And I know I'll be sad when they're all gone. But yeah, so I'm loving the front deck. I came home, well, I'll preface it by telling you, I don't think I told the story, but he said, I think we should put crushed rock down from the bottom of the deck steps all the way to the driveway, which was what Scott's intention was to begin with. So I said, okay, let me see if I can scrape up enough money to do that. That was supposed to be $600 and it ended up being $900. So you see, it's been a quick month as far as money. But anyway, when he decided that the crushed rock or stone was a good idea, my son showed up that day that he and I were talking about it. And, Nate thought it was a great idea too. We had already all talked about it at one point, getting someone in to do it. So Nate hung out and moved some little rocks and some gardening stuff that was in the way of where the crushed stone would go to his Lilo and Stitch. And 12 is adventure. So when Nate was done, he went in the house and he actually came in and took a shower. I didn't know that's where he was. But it was really hot that day and everything. And Nate has some physical issues. So the shower, I think, just felt good. And there's another one. And so I went outside to see what Nate had been doing, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this flat rock. Big, like big, right? I don't know, 16 by 16 maybe. And to me, it looked like a heart shape from where I was at. So I went over and looked at it, and sure enough, it was a heart shape. 8. So he couldn't lift it, so he had left it there, but he didn't notice it was heart shaped. And the next day, when Andrew, the contractor, came back, I pointed it out to him. He was like, wow, yeah, that's really cool. What do you want to do with it? And I said, I don't know, Andrew. I said, I don't want it somewhere where a car is going to run over it thinking that the crushed stone is part of my part of my driveway or something. Most of them that I have are in the garden, interspersed in the gardens. And he said, well, can I think about it? He said, just like give me a day or two to think about it and see what kind of a plan I can come up with. And I was like, yeah, sure. So, the next day he started having the crushed stone come in, and 2 days later he had finally hauled in the last of it that we needed. And I left for the day, had some appointments and stuff, and I came back, and he had embedded the heart at the foot of the steps of the new deck, with crushed stone around it. Whoops, 8. Yep, it brought me to tears. I don't know why the dogs are barking. Oh, hold on just a second. They think I'm gone or something. Puppies, you're all right. You're okay. Just like having, well, I guess it's not like having toddlers around, right? Because you can't really just leave them and go into another room and shut the door. Well, you could, but you're going to pay for it. You saw that I held out some money because I want to put it in the other 2 savings challenges that I have. Actually, I should put another $1 in there probably. We'll see. So it looks beautiful where he put it. I messaged him and said, hey, you brought me to tears, almost to my knees. And thank you so very much. And, you know, my whole point is 3 summers ago, we would have not have guessed that he would have become a part of our family. Now, I pay him to be a part of my family, but he also is, you know, willing to come over and help with something if I'm stuck. And he certainly would have come over and taken a look at the hot water heater. I mean, that's not his forte, right? But he would have looked at it to see if he could figure out, and he probably would have been able to figure it out what was going on. 12. Okay. Adventures out there. So this is $26, and I have 2 challenges left in this notebook that we have not finished that I want to put money towards too. So let's see. Dumbo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each one is $2. If you are in my top membership, plan on it. I posted so we got to do 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I loaded a video up the other day about my different forms of planners. I think I had 14 here to show them. I showed them a memory, kind of a memory book one, a journal one, my gardening one, some of my home ones for home projects that I've had over the years, my favorite planners. And so it was a rather lengthy video. But I'm so glad that I did it because, let's see, where's Lilo and Stitch? Right here. Because it made me remember some things that I really liked doing. So if I have time, I want to show you one before I end this video. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I pulled out these 14 planners and showed them all to them because that's, you know, what we're doing. Plan on it is the theme of that one. 2, 3, 4. So when we went to Longhorn today for lunch, I did not eat my lunch. I ate my salad, but did not eat okay, I put the money in already. Did not eat my hamburger. I got a hamburger. So I am very excited, you guys. It doesn't take much to excite me. That's what I'm going to have for supper when I'm done here. 4, 5, 6, which means this is going to load up late tonight. 2, 3. But that's all right, right? And I hope you can see all the... I love these savings challenges. Love them, love them, love them. Daisy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 of these. No, that's not the right color, but that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a pretty color. 5. Some of these I could see finishing maybe next month when I do this again. Or, I mean, I'd like to think I could do it again this month, but I'm really kind of shy of pulling too much money out. So I've got some other ones that I can work on. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for Minnie's garden. So 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How is everyone? What is everyone doing? I mean, it's like midsummer, right? I mean, I know like my sister's my sister's granddaughter will be going back to school in a couple of weeks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We won't. But they is 1, 2, 3, 4. They get out in May, 5, and so they start in the beginning of August. We don't start back up school here until the end of August or the 1st of September, depending on the Labor Day, when Labor Day is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like these were pretty evenly spread this time. I don't think we missed any that I can think of yet. I guess we'll find out, won't we? So far, we haven't missed any. Tinkerbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. That's a big one. This one, my nose itches. So 10 we'll do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am actually going to reprint this one in a smaller version and put it in my health journal as my weight loss. So I can color in a wand for every pound I lose. Not every 5 pounds or something, but every pound. I think that will be fun. So 4 of these. 2. 1, 2. I'm going to have to go here pretty soon and help my sister because I just left her out there. Oh, so I got pink rocking chairs. So they're made out of that composite stuff. And she is very good at putting things together. And I am not things like that. So she's out there working on that right now. But they're kind of a salmon-y pink color rather than a pink like I thought they were going to be. But I still think they're going to be pretty. I got 2 rockers. We have $4 here, so 2 hearts. I got 2 rockers for the front deck. I keep wanting to say mini deck, but like I said, my kids are going to laugh at me if I keep saying that. So she's putting one together right now. And I haven't heard her screech at me yet. I don't know what green this is. Maybe this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone asked me the other day what my next, so we need 4 of these. My next 2, hold on, 3, 4. My next household renovation is, and it is going to be the kitchen. Andrew came out and took measurements and listened to all of my hopes and dreams for the kitchen, and my plea for it not to be very expensive. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, so he was here yesterday doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is exciting, but I will be honest with you. I have told him I can't do anything until 5, after the middle of August, once company is all gone and things settle down, and he's not available until, he doesn't think until October. So I'm hoping he comes up with some time sooner, but you know, it'll get done. It'll give me time to save up a little more money for it. So I have the saving for those IOUs and then the book one. And the book one, I swear, is going to take me forever. Each plant equals $4. I want to do these 2 plants. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To finish that one out. Let's do this. I haven't used my IOU in a long time. I think we're going to do this plant blue. I don't know why. I think I have shied away from doing the IOU because I kept using it up, right? And then we're going to also do 1 book. To work on this shelf. I don't know how much this is going to save, but I feel like it's going to take me the rest of my life. 2, 3, 4, 5. The last time I did this, I chose to do everything for $1 towards the end because it got to be so cumbersome. Then saving for IOUs. Let's see. That one was right there. Let's do a little dice. Okay, so 2. 4. 4. And then we've got 3 left. 2. Now if we draw 1, great. We did not. And I don't think there's any 1s here. There is not. So let's just do a 1. So remind me when I get to playing a game and I don't have enough money that I can IOU it. I just haven't been thinking about it because I used it up so quickly in the past. I was trying to behave myself. Oh dear. So I want to show you my favorite planner use, and I will be honest with you. I don't know which one it is, but it's down here. And I'm going to set one up, and when I do, I'll be sharing it a lot with the Plan On It membership. But I'll also share it every now and then on here. Oh, this is it. This was just a few of the ones that I showed the other day on the Planet membership. So this is a journal. It's for the year 2021. I kept up with it. There are weeks where there's very little, but I did pretty good. So I would decorate with some stickers at the beginning of the week, like usually Sunday evening or Monday morning. And then I would just write things, right? Sometimes I would do it on the actual day. Sometimes I would back journal at the end of the week. It amazes me that just a small amount of organizing makes me feel so much better. This is a sticker. Cheryl texted to say she won't be down tomorrow as she has COVID symptoms and is waiting for test results. She had COVID. I remember that. So anyway, there are stickers, and then I added photos here and there on days when, like this was New Year's Eve, saying goodbye to the dumpster fire of 2020. Yeah, Cheryl tested positive for COVID. So I just, I love this. I can look back at it now. As a matter of fact, I was looking at it with them on the video and discovered that my hot water heater is 5 years old. No, 2021, 4 years old. And so it should not be breaking down, which luckily it wasn't. You know, I just put everyday stuff. I got my hair done. I was using this as a gratitude journal type thing. Big stickers, because I would know that I wouldn't always be able to fill up the page. I sewed all day today. Got 2 surgical gowns done. And this was nice too, because it was still in the, you know, the beginning of 2021 where there was still some COVID stuff coming on. I ended up doing a lot of princess themed ones. So Ariel, and then Jasmine, my sister and I. There's pictures of my mom in here. Sideways pictures. It didn't really matter. I went and tried using horizontal planner. Did not like it, as you will see. Went back to regular planner. Yeah, so this was one of my favorite uses for my planners, and so I'm going to set this week up in a planner today. And I'll have to back journal, which is fine. I try not to do that. This was a Dollar Tree sticker. But, and then I just choose different color zig writers generally to write in. I did not, every day I need to drink my fluid IV, write down my food and plan my day. This one I missed. Mom is coming for a visit. I'm very excited to see her again. So it's just a good, it's a journal. And it's one that people can read because I will be honest with you, it has some of my frustrations and stuff in it, but, oh, I did write something about my brother there, but my other brother, not the one that we just celebrated today. Yeah. So I just wanted to show it to you that this is what I hope that I'll be able to keep it up. I definitely have plenty of planners that I can use, and I probably will use a dated one because I don't always use all of them up for the year that they're good for. So and I love that I put pictures in it. I didn't always journal. See, it's not perfect, but pictures on weeks where I just didn't feel like writing or just didn't have time to. Lots of pictures, it was the Christmas season. Even more pictures. Lots of pictures of my husband. It just is a feel-good thing to look at. So it's not a memory book. It's my journal, but it has some memory stuff in it. Take a nap. And then this part was a start, an attempt to start. I'm officially an empty nester. But I will say, see, I wrote, circular and this way and that way. I did not get very far. That was January. I did some in February. I'm sorry for what I said when it was winter. This is 2022. I don't even know that I did much in March. Oh, I did start in March, but I did not work on it. And that's that. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. I pulled out the ones that I was most excited about, how I did them. And so I can, restart them, do something similar. Like this is my home one for renovations and stuff. So I just love how I did all this in here. They're good memories. I don't throw my planners away, guys. Anyway, I showed them 14 different planners. Yeah. And if you want to see that video, you will need to become a member. And it's the top membership, the plan on it membership that I showed those in. But beyond that, we are here. You do not have to pay for this. And I would love to hear how you're doing. What's the weather in your area? And if you got all the way to the end of this, send me a animal emoji because my brother was an outdoors person. Okay? All right. I will see you real soon. Happy savings. Happy Wednesday. Happy summer. Sprinkle a little joy in someone's life. I love you all. Bye.